The rapid development of technology over the last century has had a profound impact on society and the Christian church. While technological advancements have enabled the church to fulfill its mission more efficiently, whether through the advent of the printing press, radio, television, or the internet, the question arises: how should Christians respond to modern technology, especially in light of the Great Commission? As Christians, we should recognize that technology is rooted in God's creative activity. Though God does not need tools to create, his image bearers are invited to participate in creation through the making and use of tools. In this way, technology is closely bound to humanity's divine mandate to be stewards of the earth. However, as with all aspects of creation, the use of technology is subject to both the dignity and depravity of humanity. Thus, Christians must critically reflect on how modern technology is used, recognizing the inherent risks involved in its application. As we consider how modern technology can shape not only our actions and ideas, but also offer ways to manipulate our biological and psychological makeup, I suggest that we should move beyond a purely instrumentalist view of technology. J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings offers an imaginative illustration of the potential problems with modern technology. The Ring of Power is depicted as having a magical, enslaving force rather than being a neutral instrument. It controls its user, not the other way around. This illustrates, for instance, concerns we may have about certain developments and applications of artificial intelligence. Far from being a simple tool we can control at will, artificial intelligence has the potential to shape human preferences, choices, and even behaviors, raising profound ethical questions about autonomy and human nature. Hence, it may sometimes be more helpful to think of some modern technologies as environments we inhabit than mere tools. The rise of bioethical dilemmas in the 20th century further illustrates the complex relationship between technology and human life. Advances in medical technology such as in vitro fertilization, genetic screening, and gene editing have led to debates about the sanctity of life. As new technologies evolve, public opinion and policy are likely to shift in response. Technology increasingly shapes how we see the world and ourselves. The mechanistic view of humans as machines, which arose from the scientific revolution, and the more recent metaphor of the brain as a computer, reflects the deep cultural influence of technology in our self-understanding. This technologization of humanity is epitomized by the transhumanist movement, which advocates the use of technology to transcend current human limitations. While this may seem like a radical vision, its values have already permeated contemporary culture. Given challenges such as these, how should Christians then respond? I've observed three common attitudes. First, regulation, which seeks to impose ethical guidelines on technological developments. Then, liberalism, which promotes freedom from scientific innovation. And third, escapism, which advocates a rejection of modern technology. However, none of these approaches alone offers a sufficient response, although there is a truth in all of them. I suggest that Christians should cultivate a fourth attitude, one of character formation. In a world increasingly shaped by technology, followers of Christ must grow in wisdom, discernment, and love, ensuring that their individual and collective engagement with technology is faithful to the mission of God. The Church must navigate this complex technological landscape with vigilance and discernment. Technology offers both great opportunities and significant risks. Christians are called to remain steadfast in their moral vision, seeking to discern the will of God in all aspects of life and resisting the temptation that new technologies may bring.